What's up, Lincoln sports fans? I'm Evan Sweeney.
And I'm Sophia Redmond. Welcome back to The Zone.
Hey, Sophia, are you ready for cheer tryouts?
Yeah, I'm ready. Just how our girls wrestling team was ready to take on their competitors in the state championship last Friday.
Our main event today is our girls wrestling team. 4 competitors qualified for the state meet, including our defending state champion, Kylie Tibbs.
And we are so happy to report that our Gahanna Lincoln has a back-to-back state champ.
Kylie Tibbs is the 155-pound state champion this year. Kylie won by pin in the state championship match.
Wow, Kylie finishes the year with 44 wins and only 2 losses, with both losses coming from out-of-state opponents.
That means Kylie has 2 state titles and 1 state runner-up in her 3-year career. Incredible.
Kylie joined Lincoln Live in studio on Monday to talk about her back-to-back state titles and all the hard work that she's put in.
Here is that interview.
Could you tell me a little bit about the emotions that you felt after winning another state title?
Yeah, so I had a really big reaction, and it was just filled with all that emotion and the pressure that I had coming to this match. And I ran immediately to my dad, hugged him, and I got my hand raised, and I looked into the crowd to see my family, my teammates, and everybody just supporting me.
That's really exciting, and I think that some people assume that because you won last year, you'd be able to relax, but clearly that was not the case. So could you tell us a little bit about the hard work you put in during the off-season and the regular season to uphold that title and make it even better?
Yeah, so in June, I went to Japan, and I trained with the world's best, and I learned a lot there. And then in July, I went to Fargo, which is a national tournament, and I was coming off of injury during that tournament. And so, pushing through those injuries all season and all the hard work, it was just so much.
And your hard work really showed to everyone around you. Now, you're only a junior, so you still have a whole nother year left. Are you still feeling motivated and excited?
Yeah, I feel really motivated by everybody that's supported me and around me, and I'm really excited to next year again to win.
Congrats again, Kylie, and good luck going for 3 in a row next year. Kylie isn't the only Lion who earned a spot on the podium this weekend. Senior Jordan Mills won her first match, lost her second, then won 3 of her next 4 matches to place 5th. Mills ends the season with a 42-5 record and is a 4-year state qualifier. Congratulations, Jordan. Juniors Micah Bailey and Mina G also qualified and went 1-2 and did not place. They both hope to make it back next year.
The boys wrestling team is finally getting some rest after a long and hard-fought season. They recently wrapped up their season at Hilliard Darby for districts, and although they didn't have any wrestlers advance to states, overall their season was a success. They hope to strike back even harder next year. We caught up with Cayman Clark for a recap of the season and to look into what the future of the team holds.
Really bittersweet end to a really important chapter of my life. A lot of the guys didn't make it quite as far as they wanted to, myself included, but we had a rough season for a lot of it. For our duels especially, we had a lot of guys sick and injured, so we didn't have a full lineup. But when we did, we really took it to the other teams, had some decisive victories, some great matches from some of our younger guys. I'm really excited to see what our junior class does next year. A couple of studs like Helen Rochelle, Xavier, Flushy Griffin. I think they can really make it far, qualify for state. Really excited to see the next chapter of our lives after graduation and how wrestling is going to impact the rest of our lives. I'm really happy it's something we all got to experience together, really formed a tight-knit brotherhood.
Switching sports, our girls bowling team had an incredible season. Just last week, they did amazing at their state meet, finishing in 2nd place. This was a huge accomplishment for them. We spoke to their lead bowler, senior Lacey Holden, who placed 17th individually, on how they did as a team and how she is feeling about it. Here is Lacey.
States went really well. We ended 2nd, which is not really what we were hoping for, but 2nd is still really good for our team. We practiced a lot. We kept our game going. We always kept practicing over and over again. We made sure everything was perfect before we went. Individually, I think I was 17th, if I remember correctly. It wasn't really what I was hoping for, but my team made it, and that's all that mattered to me.
Keeping up with bowling, the boys bowling team did an amazing job at states, finishing 4th overall in the state. The guys made it to the final round in the 8th position, but then they beat top-seeded Centerville before falling to state champ St. Xavier in the Final 4. In addition to our state championship Kale, the Lions were led by William Gray with 6.22 and Caleb Pettit with a 6.03. Congratulations to our amazing season, boys.
We have a state champion in the house today.
He had an incredible bowling performance. Here is our Casey Murray live with the boys bowling state champion.
Thanks, guys. Today I'm joined by Gahanna's one and only Kale Clotis. Kale, you've been a bowler for 6 years on the Gahanna team. How does it feel to finally get that championship your final year?
It feels really good to know that all my 4 years in high school have paid off and that I was able to do it with the team that we had this year. It was just a truly amazing experience.
Your hard work has paid off for sure. And how does it feel to be able to represent your team, such an amazing team, individually in states this year?
I know we didn't get the best outcome that we wanted, but we knew our team wanted to win at least something in states, and so being able to win individually and bring something back for our team is just truly remarkable.
Speaking of your team, your coach, Coach Yvonne, said this team is the epitome of one pride, one family. Can you speak on that?
I feel like throughout this whole season, we've worked well as a family and as a team and made sure that everyone bowled at their best throughout the entire season. So making sure everyone did what they were supposed to do, and we made sure everyone felt the best they could be. It was just really what she wanted us to do.
And once again, thank you so much for joining us today. And congratulations on the state championship. Let's send it back to the sports desk.
Thanks, guys, and congrats again, Kale.
The winter sports are officially over here at Lincoln.
So we are going to turn our attention to our spring sports for the rest of the show.
And for that, we start with tennis.
Spring has sprung here at Lincoln, and this means one thing. The tennis teams are ready to get into full swing and into full forehand. We talked with varsity senior captain Isaac Banks about this upcoming tennis season and what it means to him.
Thanks, guys. So, Isaac, what are some things you're doing this year to prepare for this tennis season?
So over the summer, we've been doing a lot of things called open courts. So twice a week, we'll come out, do drills, hit balls, and just have a good time. And then over the winter, actually, we started doing liftings for the first time in history. So twice a week also, we'll meet after school, lift for an hour, and then do a little bit of running and drills. And in general, we've been doing a lot more team bonding. So in the fall, we had the first ever mixed doubles tournament with our girls team. We had about 20 people come out in November, and we had a mixed doubles tournament. Unfortunately, I got second place, but it was a lot of fun. And these activities, I feel like, strengthen more team bonding on our team, which has been lacking in recent years.
And what are some responsibilities you feel you have as a captain this year?
As captain, I feel like there's been a lot more pressure for me to actually organize these events and have them consistently, because there are a lot of people who will come to liftings, who will show up to open courts. However, I have to actually be there, be present to organize them. And also, I feel like I have to build a strong personal relationship with every single person on the team to make sure everybody feels included and that they genuinely enjoy playing tennis.
And finally, it's your senior year, you're captain, you've played for 4 years on this high school team. What are your feelings towards your final year?
It's crazy. Like, I'm going to be graduating in a few weeks and tennis will be over. There's a group of 7 of us that have all been playing since 7th grade, and it's been really nice to get to know these people and enjoy the time we spent playing tennis together over the past 6 years.
Thanks. Back to you guys at the sports desk.
Our softball team is working hard as they prepare for their first regular season game at Heath on Monday. The girls are coming off an impressive 5th place state finish last season and are looking to 5-peat in the OCC, which would be the first time in program history. We spoke to junior Kira Bailey and senior Ella Carlson at the team's media day to learn more.
Today we were doing a media day which brought together our middle school and our high school programs. The coach really wants us to be together as one program instead of 2 separate programs. This really brought us together in our team chemistry.
This year we're striving for a 5-peat OCC. We've really been putting in a lot of work, especially in the off season, to get to this point. It would mean a really big deal if we could get it done. The seniors are really trying to help the underclassmen and the freshmen to just kind of build their confidence. So hopefully all our hard work will be able to pay off. The boys lacrosse team is starting off hot. They competed in their season opener on Friday in an absolute thriller. Evan Jimenez and my wonderful anchor buddy, Evan Sweeney, headed up to Johnstown to catch the game.
The Lions open the season on a windy Friday night in Johnstown. The boys have been preparing for a great season.
The face-off starts off. This is a highly anticipated game. Johnstown wins the ball off the rip. Gahanna adds early pressure to win the ball back, have a big opportunity, but Johnstown comes up big.
Jack Bogard with the ball. Takes the shot, makes a defender miss. Goal!
Gahanna up 2-0. 1 minute left in the first. Star player for Johnstown, number 19, giving Gahanna a run for their money. Free shot on goal. Bang! 1-1.
Johnstown catching fire early in the second, ties it 2-2, then goes on a roll, and Johnstown leads 4-2.
Gahanna not ready to go to bed yet. Brandon Alfred slots home his first goal of the season, making it 4-3.
Then the boys start rolling, and Jamison Yates slots home a goal to tie it at 4.
Right before the half, Jalen Alfred to Matthew Leesburg, back to Jalen, wait no, Jack Bogard, and goal! 5-4, Lions lead at half.
The third quarter starts off quiet, but near the end, Bogard caps off his hat trick to make the score 6-5, Lions back on top.
With 13 seconds left on the clock, the score is 8-7, Lions lead. But Johnstown, from distance, number 6. Goal!
Late in overtime, less than a minute left, Matthew Leesburg lays it off to Drew Copenhaver. Game over! Lions win 9-8 in the season opener.
Sophia, do you like to travel?
Of course, who doesn't?
Well, I know one Lion who loves to travel more than the rest. He has traveled from the other side of the world to be here in Gahanna.
I would rather travel out of here, somewhere maybe warm.
Our Becker Anderson went out and got the story on this foreign Lion.
Hey, bingo.
For most players on the Gahanna Lincoln lacrosse team, the field is just minutes from home. But for senior Casper Tiger, it's nearly 4,000 miles away.
Let's go, Casper! Yeah, Casper!
Casper is a foreign exchange student from Sweden, spending the school year here with us at Gahanna Lincoln.
I'm from Sweden. Practices in Sweden is like 2 hours a week, maybe games like once a month. Coming here playing lacrosse, it's very intense. I love the brotherhood we have in the team.
That brotherhood is something Tiger had never experienced before. Back home, organized school sports looked very different.
I heard about the sport about 2 months ago. Had no idea what it was about. Wanted to try something that was typical American sport. Try to challenge myself.
For Tiger, joining the lacrosse team has helped him adjust to a new country and find a place where he belongs. And according to his teammates and coaches, Tiger quickly became part of the program.
Honestly, he's brought a lot of energy, all right? I mean, the boys love a kid that will hustle after it. He's a great hustler. Everybody loves him.
Even while learning a completely new sport, coaches say Tiger's improvement has stood out.
Lacrosse can be a pretty difficult sport to pick up, but I think he's handled it pretty well. You know, he's passing and catching a lot better than that first day of tryouts. His growth has been impressive.
Hey, Casper, come down here.
Teammates say that effort has helped him fit right in with the group.
He's always, working hard. He's always listening. And obviously it's his first year playing, so he's still learning. He's fitting really well. Like, he's a really cool guy. Like, everyone just likes chatting with him.
For Tiger, the team has also helped him adjust to life off the field.
Helped me getting new friends, like new connections. Like, you meet them in the practice. You also do stuff outside of the practice. It's like a great way to find new people.
And while Tiger's time at Gahanna Lincoln may only last one season, the friendships and memories he's making through lacrosse will stay with him long after he returns home. This is Beckett Anderson in the Zone.
With a fresh start and big goals ahead, our girls lacrosse team is ready to bring the energy to the field this season. After finishing last season with a 5-10 record, sophomore Celeste Farrell is looking to set the tone early. Our Maddie Ward caught up with her to see how the team is preparing for the next game.
Thanks, guys. So, Celeste, what are you most excited about for game days?
Yeah, I think for game days, I'm most excited about the bus rides. I feel like before a game, I feel like it's best for us, like, on the bus to consult about, like, what we want to do in the game, what we need to work on. And after, like, a big win, it's just always so fun to have, like, your teammates there and to celebrate with each other.
Yeah, and what's one word you would describe your team this year?
Yeah, this year I would definitely say committed. I feel like after last season, I think that we didn't take it as serious, but this season I feel like we really just, like, want more celebrations and wins, and I feel like commitment is what we need to have that happen.
I love that. And what's your guys' main focus for this upcoming season?
Yeah, besides commitment, I would definitely say improving. I think just not even improving as like one, but improving as a whole. I feel like we all can just like be family this season and just improving our skills every single day.
Great. Thanks, Celeste. Sending it back to the news desk.
Wait, what's going on? We had 2 Laurens last week, and now we have 2 Evans in the studio?
There are 2 Evans in the studio, but 2 different spellings, and one is better at soccer.
That's right. My spelling might not be perfect, but at least I'm better at soccer. With the start of spring season comes the return of track and field. After weeks of training and preparation, both boys and girls teams are looking to start the season strong. Having long and intense workouts have helped them prepare for their first home meet tonight at 5:15. As the team gears up for competition, prep time and hard work have been setting the tone for the season.
Since the beginning of the season, everybody's been working out a little harder. No, we're a little tired, but it's preparing us to get our endurance up so that we are prepared for the meet coming up.
What I've been doing is making sure I'm eligible, because that's the first step, is making sure you're on top of your grades or else you can't run. I've also been making sure I'm right physically and mentally with my body and just in general as a person, so I can succeed later on throughout in the season, early and later.
This year's girls cross country team has had an incredible season. As the track season starts, it's time to move the motivation and focus onto the distance track. Our Eliza Blackman looked into how the distance team is pushing hard to make it to states again, and how cross country prepared these girls for this year's track season.
Coming off of a huge win during the cross-country season, the girls' distance track team is conditioning hard to make it to states again.
Our indoor season went really well, and we've been using the momentum we had from states to just kind of keep going and just kind of have motivation to see where we can go.
It's no secret that the girls had a killer cross-country season, and that hard work has paid off and boosted everyone's spirits for the distance season.
Winning states in cross-country has definitely carried over to track by boosting everyone's confidence, definitely, because if we were number 1 in the state for cross-country, we can carry that over with our distance team.
But track is more than just individual events. It consists of working together to win as a team.
Track is a very individual but also such a team sport. You're racing for yourself and for your time, but when you get into those relays, it's very team oriented. So really just focusing on yourself and your body and how you need to feel, but then also trying to sync with your teammates and just trying to make sure you guys are all on the same page really helps for those big meet days.
And that it is. With the newfound motivation, the girls are ready to push their hardest and to have more state qualifiers this year.
We had a lot of individuals qualify along with some of our relay teams, so it's just really good to come back out here and try to strive for more and see where we can go this year with states.
And as the girls' season continues, we can only hope it goes just as well as last season and hopefully better. This is Eliza Blackman in the Zone.
Thanks, Eliza. Good luck to the girls during track season. Anyways, sending it back to my soon-to-be varsity soccer teammate, and Sophia, I guess.
Oh, that's so sweet of my soon-to-be varsity teammate to say.
Will you guys quit flirting? We have a show to get back to. Our varsity volleyball team is off to a great start after last night's win in the 3 straight sets against Bishop Watterson. Earlier in the week, they had a tough battle, just falling short to Olentangy Berlin. Our Ava Bacon was there and has all the highlights.
The crowd is loud at Olentangy Berlin as the Gahanna Lions take on the Bears for their season opener. Received by Israel Dyro, followed by a dump from Connor Pyatt. The Bears fight to keep the ball alive in the long rally and eventually put down the ball with a powerful line shot from the outside. Pyatt with the float serve to the Bears libero, which is then set to the right side and hit straight to Dyro in middle back, with the pass just falling short to put the Bears up 1-0. Camden Mann at the service line with the float serve to zone 1 and shanked, giving the Lions the ace. Brady Pizer with the serve, setting the Bears into an out-of-system play. Struggling to send it over to the Lions, leading to Pizer's cross-court hit. Serve from Dyro, and it just makes it over the net for the Lions ace. It's set point for the Bears. Pyatt goes up for the block and just misses it out. Berlin takes the second set. The Lions are starting off the second set strong with a tip down the line from Dyro with the kill. Received by Mann and dumped by Pyatt for the setter kill. The score is a tight 23-23. Ball sent to Pyatt, sending the Lions out of system, and dumped by Kafley Pearson from the back row for the kill. It's match point for the Bears, and the Lions struggle to keep the ball in play. Not making it over the net, the Bears defeat the Lions in 3 straight sets with a final score of 25-23 third set.
The boys volleyball team has been working hard to prepare for their season. Their hard work paid off as they pulled out a win at their home opener yesterday. Our Aubrey Brown has 1 minute with senior volleyball player Kafley Pearson to get the insight on their upcoming season.
Thanks, guys. So, Kafley, with the new season approaching, what goals have you guys set for this season?
Definitely to get a higher record this season and to, try our best constantly every single day.
And how have you guys been preparing for this season?
We've been doing a lot of conditioning, which has been getting us stronger, faster, just like more ready to, take on any challenge possible. So yeah, a lot of conditioning.
And as a libero, how do you feel that your responsibilities differ from your teammates?
I feel like as a libero, you definitely have to be a leader on the court and you have to be like as loud as possible. So I feel like I have a high responsibility to be, very loud and vocal on the court and just to uplift my teammates in whatever way possible.
Thanks, Kafley. Sending it back to the sports desk.
Hey, Sophia, I've seen you on the athletics website a few times for cheer.
Yeah, it's nice to get recognized for something I love to do, and all my friends see it make me feel good.
I think that's pretty cool, and I can't wait to see myself on soccer.
Well, our Brooklyn Pagaloni has the inside look on the web.
Gahanna is known for its academics, honor students, successors, but mainly our athletes. Here at Lincoln, our athletic department makes sure all of our student athletes are getting the best in the classroom and on the field, and recognizing our student athletes is something we all take pride in.
The athletic website, we put individual bus shots for the roster pictures. That takes a pretty significant amount of time to get those loaded between getting the pictures taken, getting them edited, and getting them up on the website. Then we daily put up pictures on social media platforms.
As much work as our athletic directors do to make this all happen, they are not the only ones taking the pictures. They work alongside HR Imaging, but parents and photographers are too.
I give photo credit to anybody who provides pictures to us. So we've got a process that photographers can request access to our games. Once they submit that, they are actually agreeing that they'll share pictures. We are excited to put the spotlight on our student athletes, and when people share pictures, we put them up.
Gahanna photographers and parents enjoy the credit, but our athletes enjoy it more. As a student athlete at a large school with over half the school participating in some way, it's hard not to be seen for your accomplishments or as an athlete. I got to talk to some of our students about how they think it feels when they see not only themselves on the page, but their peers.
Really exciting. It's a positive impact. It displays me as a person, but also our team from States and all of our running.
It affects me positively. I have little kids that I babysit, and they always love seeing me on the page. Sometimes they'll be like, oh my gosh, I saw you on the page, whatever. So it's really cool that they have somebody to look up to, and they can look on those pages and see who's on the teams and get familiar with the faces and kind of have someone to look up to in a way.
It affects my team positively for sure. My coach will come in and she'll be like, oh, look at you guys on the front page and things like that. So it'll all, boost our spirits and things, and it just creates a positive environment for us to want to do better as a team, as a whole, and want to be seen by the school as a good set of athletes.
The photos on our websites help our student athletes get recognized in the best way possible. But why do we do it? Why do we put our student athletes on our social media platforms?
very important to me as athletic director to put a spotlight on our student athletes and all the great things that they're doing in their field of competition, but also academically. So we want people to look at ours and say, man, we wish we went to Gahanna so that we can have our pictures out there like they do. So it does benefit our kids, it benefits our community, it gives those parents a proud moment to say, there's my boy or there's my girl. But then also on the back end, we have sponsors that are on our athletic website. So the more traffic that we have on our website, the more value it is to our sponsors.
Gahanna is proud of all the students here at Lincoln, athlete or not, but having to juggle school and sports takes work, and being recognized for that makes the athletes feel like they are actually doing something to be proud of. This is Brooklyn Paglioni in the Zone.
College basketball is heating up as the postseason arrives, and with March Madness tipping off tomorrow, excitement is building everywhere.
3 of our students have done the research and are here to share key insights you should know before filling out your bracket.
From top teams to unexpected deep runs to potential Cinderella stories that could pull off big upsets and standout players ready to shine, there's a lot to watch.
Here's our Nolan Brown with more.
Thanks, guys. So I'm here with Kendall and Camden, and you know, every year there's a sleeper team that kind of gets overlooked and maybe not, they maybe don't get as much attention as they should. So Kendall, what's your sleeper team this year?
I think that a team that looks really good to me is Akron. You know, they're coming off of a MAC championship. They played really good in the MAC tournament. They're a 12 seed going into the tournament, so they play 5 seed Texas Tech, and Texas Tech star player JT Toppin has just torn his ACL. So I think that with that advantage to Akron, they're a top 23-point shooting team, and so, you know, they're on a hot streak right now, and I think that they'll carry that into the tournament.
For sure. All right, moving on to Camden. You know, who do you have in mind this year?
I think Iowa looks good going into the tournament this year as a sleeper. They're led by Bennett Sturts, who took Drake on a run last year, which was one of the shocking ones. Drake's head coach also followed to Iowa, and so they have a good experience with the coach and Bennett Sturts. They shoot the ball good. They've been giving good teams runs. They just hung with Michigan and gave them a game, so I think Iowa has a good chance to go far in the tournament this year.
Yeah, for sure, guys. Moving on, so Kendall, what is your Final Four prediction looking like?
So I think starting in the East, I'm going to go Duke. They're led by the best player in the country, Cam Boozer, with his brother, Caden Boozer. So, you know, that's a great dynamic duo. They're very exciting to watch. They've got the second best defense on KenPom to pair with that efficient offense, and so I think that they're looking really good to make a run in the tournament.
Yeah,
for sure.
Starting point guard is out there for Duke. Gotta start Caden Boozer now.
Yeah. All right, and who's one of your in the Final Four?
I also have Duke in my Final Four. I mean, they've just been like really good all season with the dominant defense, and just Cam Boozer's been averaging 20 points consistently every game, so that really helps their chances.
All right.
Yeah, I think moving over to the Midwest, I got Michigan. You know, they got a very good backcourt with Adai Mara and Morez Johnson, with Adai Mara being the Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year. And then you got Yaxel Lenneborg, the overall Big Ten Player of the Year. And they got the #1 ranked defense on KenPom, so I think they're looking really good as well.
Yeah, I also have Michigan in my Final Four, and they're well-rounded. They have great depth from the bench. Anchored by Mara on the defense, like he just clogs the paint. No one really gets around him. It's good to have on the defense. They just play physical, and they've had a really hard schedule, and they still backed it up, #2 in the country. So I still have Michigan in the Final Four from the Midwest too.
For sure.
I think moving over, I got the 2 seed in Houston. I think that they have a good chance to upset Florida. They just won the Big 12. They're top 5 defense in the country, and so they got that fast-paced tempo that you look for in the March Madness tournament. And so I think that I like them a lot to make a run to the Final Four.
Yeah, I also have Houston upsetting Florida. I think it's based on the back of Kingston Flemings, who's one of the best players in the country, probably for sure lottery pick. They have experience in the tournament. They're there all the time. It seems like they're always a high seed every year, good coaching. I mean, they just play how you want people to play in March. So
Definitely, yeah. All right, last.
I think my last team, I'm going to go Arizona. They were ranked #1 in the country for a while. They're top 5 in defense and offense on KenPom. They got that talented team all around, and I think that they have a really good chance.
Definitely.
Yeah, for my last one, it's kind of a surprise. I have Arkansas. I feel like they're led by Darius Acuff, who's probably the hottest player in the country right now based on stats. I mean, they just coming off an SEC championship win. Coach Cal, obviously a great coach for Kentucky and stuff. So Arkansas looks good going into the tournament, and you know, they just have a lot of experience on the roster too. A lot of guys coming back from last year when they made a run, so I'm pretty confident Arkansas making it through.
Yep, for sure,
like
guys.
those picks.
A little bit about my Final Four. You know, I'm not going to touch a whole lot on it. I have Duke, UConn, Arizona, and Florida. Moving on, next question. So I know you being a Michigan fan, but how far do you guys think the Buckeyes will make it?
I think the Buckeyes have a good chance to win the first round. They do have to play Duke in the second round, which would be a very tough matchup. But with Bruce Thornton leading that team, you know, he just surpassed the #1 scorer all-time at Ohio State. So I think they're looking pretty good right now. But that Duke matchup definitely is something that you have to look at.
Yeah, I do think they're going to win the first round against TCU, but the matchup against Duke is not a good one. They don't have very many bigs, but the one thing they will have over Duke is Bruce Thornton will be guarded by Caden Boozer all game, and Ohio State has a good good guard play on the team, so that's something they can exploit from Duke. But I still think round 32 is probably where they get out. But if they do beat Duke, they could make it far.
For sure. All right. Thank you, Kendall. Thank you, Camden. Sending it back to you guys at the sports desk.
With spring sports finally starting up, our Lauren Lacrosse, Bradley Cook, and Sydney Probasco went to see what it takes to make any of the sports teams here at Lincoln.
So our Lauren Guthrie went out and taught them how to play softball. After a lot of ups and downs, you could say they might just be pros. Enjoy their first episode of Noobs vs. Pros.
What's up, Lincoln? I'm Lauren Guthrie, and welcome to our new group series, Noob vs. Pro. Today, I'm here to teach these noobs how to play softball. Let's introduce the contestants. We're going to see which one of these noobs will be the next pro.
What? Oh my god!
She's a softball player.
Alright, now it's B-Dog's turn. Can we put the ones in where Sydney actually hit it? Woo! Now we have to go pick up all the ball.
She is not a basketball player.
My hand doesn't even.
See if you can catch.
Oh god! Oh god! I got it!
Oh! Oh my god! Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Stanky leg. Do the stanky leg.
Oh, good! I got it! I got it! Don't got it. Before they said there was a line in the studio, now there's a dog on the court.
Bruh.
Field! On the field!
This is a 5-star commit, by the way. Okay, now we're moving on to pitching. I'm gonna teach her how to pitch. Backwards, off your back foot. Okay, and then go forward with your arms, and then up and right. Yeah.
You've already seen that I'm like the best hitter here. We can roll the clip, and I am ready. I'm about to hit every ball Sydney throws at me. Any challenge she throws my way, it's gonna be all the way over there. It's gonna be all the way over there. Out the field. Home run. Let's go. Let's. Go two!
I think I've decided. The person that will become a pro athlete is Lauren!
Thanks for watching. Tune in next time to watch us play another spring sport.
And as always, go
Lions!